What's going on, guys? It's Bama here, and today, after a long, debate and fight in my head of wanting to do this, we are finally going to be talking about how to watch One Piece as of currently in 2021. Now, to go ahead and start off the video, a lot of you are probably wondering what the story of One Piece is, which is a big draw appeal for people that want to watch the show, such as myself. So, the story of One Piece, there was basically a pirate named Goldie Roger, and he discovered everything that there was to possibly know about the world, and they basically call it into something called the One Piece, which is, no one really knows what it is, but that's basically what he discovered. He discovered the One Piece, and every pirate in the world is trying to find that One Piece just like he did, because he was the king of the pirates, and Roger basically conquered everything there was to conquer for any pirate. And obviously there are pirates that are forming crews and everything like that to try to become the greatest pirate crew like Roger once was and discover the One Piece. And with all of that happening, obviously the main character Luffy, I'm not going to get into his crew or anything like that because you should watch, but just know that Luffy is also trying to become the king of the pirates and find the One Piece. That is his goal, such as Naruto wanting to be the Hokage and everything like that. And obviously within those pirates, there's also people trying to stop the pirates, although pirates are trying to stop pirates, but there's a class system where they have the Navy and the Marines, and in those divisions right there, there are higher ups inside of each of those. So obviously you have a captain, a vice captain, admiral, vice admiral, everything like that, fleet admiral, and they're basically trying to stop the pirates from finding the One Piece. And obviously everyone in the world is terrified of pirates. So without getting into super in detail, that is like a tiny concept of what One Piece is. Every pirate is trying to find the One Piece that Goldie Roger once discovered. And Goldie Roger basically explained that he hid it somewhere in the world when a man once asked him where it was. So just know that that is the goal. So now that we've gotten past that without any major spoilers, let's go ahead and talk about the next thing in order for you to watch One Piece in 2021. So the next part of watching One Piece in order is, we're going to be discussing what arcs as well as the episodes, and then we're going to be getting into the filler episodes for those arcs. I'm not going to list every episode for those arcs, but we will be talking about the filler episodes for those arcs. So as for East Blue, the only filler episodes that you need to skip throughout it is 54 through 60. And so next, you can see on Alabasta, you will skip episode 98, 99, 102, and then 131 all the way to 143. Those are not needed to watch, and I'm not going to get into each detail of them, but I have the pictures on the screen for you right there, so feel free to screenshot it. But as for the one filler arc that you do need to watch, or at least that I recommend you to watch, is the G8 arc. And the G8 arc is only a 10 episode filler. It's very funny, very cool. It's actually just from episode 196 all the way through 206. So if you do want to watch some of the filler, obviously that is the best filler arc in my opinion. I really love that arc, as well as a lot of One Piece fans. So I gave you guys all the episodes you should watch and then all the fillers that you shouldn't watch. So hopefully that makes sense for you. Now let's go ahead and get into the next part of how to watch. So a lot of you guys are probably wondering, well, when does One Piece actually get good? And to be honest with you, the first arc was really amazing to me. About midway through, a lot of stuff happened, and I really was hooked into the show because, you just see how the characters evolve and everything like that, and how they're drastically changed throughout the show, because a lot of stuff happens. And honestly, for the true One Piece experience, you do need to watch. Alright, so now for the next thing, into watching One Piece. Let's go ahead and talk about which arcs personally caught my eye with no spoilers. Honestly, for me, the very first arc was an arc that was super insane to me. It made me get attached to all of the characters that are in the show that were around that time that are really important to the show. I highly recommend you guys, give it a shot. And obviously there's other arcs like Water 7 that caught my eye, or Whole Cake, Marineford, Wano, all types of stuff like that. So like I said, I'm not going to get into detail of these arcs, but just know that there are so many great arcs that One Piece has to offer. And now the next part, which is going to sound crazy because I did not do this myself. I personally am someone that likes anime, but But if you're trying to finish One Piece as fast as possible and get caught up as quick as possible, I do recommend reading the manga. Although I do say before reading the manga, you should watch the One Piece anime up until a certain point, and to me, I think you should watch One Piece until episode 491. Once you finish 491, you can go ahead and go to the manga. And once you are reading the manga, you should start at chapter 582, because honestly, the One Piece pacing later on gets, very bad, very awful. But to me, I personally prefer long shows, and it didn't really bother me that much. Although, if you're watching episodes weekly live, it definitely is a pain, and I do recommend watching, the manga, because the manga normally covers 2 chapters, which would normally be 1 episode, although the pacing gets very bad later on. So try to get there as quick as possible. I recommend watching the anime up until episode 491 and then start on chapter 582 in the manga to further catch up. But if you don't want to do all that, keep watching the anime. I gave you the filler list and everything like that, and you should be good, because I like having emotion in my One Piece experience. One Piece was just such a great show to me. And now I'm gonna list a few things that I personally thought One Piece did very well, and it's something that you should know before you watch it. One Piece, they basically just make every character useful, and there's so many characters that have different personalities and have different useful things to offer to the show. I mean, like, legit, a lot of animes, the main character is usually the one that wins every single fight. The side characters, a lot of them can't win the fights until the main character shows up. But One Piece is different than that, because a lot of the people in the show actually don't even need Luffy to win some of their fights. Obviously they do, because he is the main character. He does win the majority of some of the big fights. But as for the side characters and everything like that, a lot of them in the show actually win their fights on their own, and very frequently, because Oda, who is the creator of One Piece, likes to make all of the characters very useful, or at least most of them, in a lot of these arcs. And I know we talked about it earlier, but one thing that One Piece also does very great is they have a class system, because obviously with pirates they have a navy and marines that are trying to stop those pirates, and they have literally ranks inside of those divisions that are trying to oppose the pirates. And then there's a world government. There's so much going on in the show, and I highly recommend you guys do some research on it without getting spoiled, but do some research while you are watching the show to educate yourselves on some of the stuff that you may be confused about. And before we end the video, a lot of people assume that One Piece is too long, and I honestly get it, because One Piece is only 10% filler, and Bleach and Naruto are both 40% plus filler in their animes, which means you could skip a lot of the show itself. But for One Piece, it is a very long show. But come on guys, the show's been out for 20 years now. Give it a break and give it a shot, and let me know if you guys enjoy it down below if you haven't watched, because obviously this video is not for One Piece fans. This video is for fans that are trying to hook their boy up. They're trying to hook their boy up to try to watch the show, like I'm trying to do with a few of my friends myself. And I think that's basically everything I want to put out in this video. Obviously, if you guys enjoyed this, let me know, and I will make a separate video on why you should watch One Piece. So hopefully you guys all enjoyed the video. Be sure to drop a like, comment down below if this video was very helpful for you, or if you enjoyed it, because that does a ton to me. Because a lot of you that watch my videos, over 80% of you do not click that like button, and over half of you that watch me are not subscribed and are frequent viewers. So hopefully you guys all enjoyed this video today, and until next time, peace.